I was down my local store when I noticed not one, but 3 new Monopoly expansions. And I thought to myself, well, I had better buy everything, because if I stole it, I would just go to jail. And let's unbox these and see did I hit the free parking jackpot. Hello and welcome to The Lucky Roll, an eclectic channel for eclectic games. And today we're going to be unboxing the 3 brand new Monopoly expansions that have been included with the latest version of Hachette's classic Monopoly game. Now, this was something I found as a complete surprise in my local toy store. So as soon as I saw it, I snagged all 3. So what I imagine is that it's kind of an official version of some of the reworkable rules, and what they do is they make the game faster. So I remember an awful lot of people would have house rules to make the game faster. I also realized that I didn't have a traditional Monopoly game. I used to have an old Irish Monopoly game, but I don't know where it went. What I do have is I have Follow Monopoly, I have Marvel Monopoly, I have Simpsons Monopoly, and I have every type of Monopoly under the sun except for the classic Monopoly. So I thought I'd better pick this up as well, because in case these are needed to fit on these rather than the kind of the custom standard ones. So with no further ado, let's unbox these and see what we have inside. So we're going to start with the first one, which is called Go to Jail. So I imagine that there's more of a take that aspect to this box. So we'll have a review at a later date, but we just want to see what we get in here. So we have what seems to be two black dice and what are probably 2 new card holders for the actual game. We have here a jail and super jail. So jail, to get out you pay 100 to the bank and you stay only 3 turns, and super jail, to get out you pay 300 or super corruption cards to opponent, so you can only stay for 3 turns. And these are double-sided, so you take 1 card for each turn in super jail. So yep, these fold out, and I imagine these are clips to kind of keep it to the board, so it's probably a good thing that I ended up buying a new board. We also have here a lot of tiny little tokens. So you have Go to Jail symbols, which are probably what slip in here as well. And we have stickers, of course, for the black dice. Now that is what makes a little bit more sense. So you have to kind of adorn your own stickers to these dice. We have here the rules. So it's quite simple apparently. So what's different is you can go to jail and you can get corrupt. And I imagine the corrupt cards help you kind of cheat a little bit better. Watch out for super jail, collect corruption cards, and you can use them to make mischief, and you can pull off daring escapes and heists. So yeah, a little bit of fun. So yeah, of course you slide the plastic here, you slide the cards here. So jail goes down into the corner, which will have a new corruption square, and super jail goes to the other corner. And again, a nice fun little thing that you can add to your Monopoly game. And given that it was only €12, quite good value. So if you are someone who's a avid fan of Monopoly, I would humbly suggest that you get these, because I'd say they would shake up the game. Ironically, Monopoly is not that popular with a lot of mainstream board gamers, or should I say more invested board gamers, because there's a world of incredible board games out there to play, and I think everyone has played Monopoly at least once, but sometimes Monopoly can lead to hurt feelings, so a lot of board gamers tend to avoid them. So you have some reminder cards here, you have some super corruption cards here, and you have corruption cards here. So we'll have a look at some of these. So insider trainings: swap any 2 of your properties with your choice of another 2 players' properties. The properties may not be part of a complete set, so that's interesting. I remember some games would kind of stagnate and take a long time because you would deliberately buy a property to kind of stop another person completing a set. So the fact that you can use this to shake up, definitely would speed up the game. You have bait and switch to swap any one of your properties with another player's. That's there a couple of times. Buy any one unowned property for €50, so money laundering. Bank fraud. Buy any owned property for half the purchase price. Interesting. Swindle. Swap any one of your properties with any one unknown property. Loan shark. Play this card when another player leaves jail or super jail. They must pay you 150. Snitch. Send another player to super jail. Citizen's arrest. Play when another player plays a corruption card to cancel effects of their corruption card and send them to super jail. So you've evicted that. When you would owe rent. Pay nothing and send the property owner to super jail. Framed. Use when you'd be sent to super jail or another jail and send another player in your place. On the lam. Use in place of your role. Move to any space. Follow the rules of that space. If you pass, go and collect 200. We have trespass. Use in place of your role. Move to the next unknown property. You may buy it, and if you pass, go collect 200. You have train heist. Use in place of your role. Move to the next station. If unowned, get it for free, and the owner pays you rent instead. Pickpocket. All other players hold up their cash. Close your eyes and draw a note at random from each player's hand. And you have rent hike. Use in charging rent to double the rent. Good lord, this is definitely devious. Stick up. Use when you owe another player rent. They pay you rent instead. You've got creative zoning. Build up to 2 free houses on one property, even without a complete set. Man, this is really shaking up the game. You have bribe, so all players pay you 10 for each property you own. You have petty theft. Play when another player buys a property, steal it immediately. Identity theft. Swap your entire cash pile with another player's cash pile. Buy a complete property set from another player for 500. Blackmail. Steal 50 from each player. Steal 1 property from each player currently in jail or super jail. Take 100 from each player. Swap $1 from your cash with 500 for the bank. Cooking the books. You've got the long con. Build a free hotel in any one property, even without a complete set or any houses. That is shocking. Of course, if you steal properties from other players as well, that could be very tempting. Forgery. Steal this card. Play this card. Steal one property from another player. Take any one unowned property and its purchase value from the bank. Action hoax. You've shoplift. All other players hold up the corruption card. Steal one at random. Good old-fashioned scam. Buy a property from another player for $1. The property may not be part of a complete set, and obstructing justice. So play when another player plays a corruption card or super corruption card to cancel its effect. So yeah, a lot of fun in that one. I'm looking forward to trying that. So that is the Go to Jail expansion, where, as it says, as it turns out, crime does pay. Now we also have the Buy Everything expansion. Now everything is for sale. So I'd imagine that given the chaos that the Go to Jail expansion has brought in, that they probably can't be mixed. So because if this is as chaotic as the other one, it would make the game insane. So opening this for the very first time, we have the Buy Everything expansion. So again, simple rules. It's just 2 sheets of paper. And the first time you play is you apply a sticker to each side of the blank dice. You have more blank dice here, and you have a piece that goes in the middle with different aspects. So the play how to win is to be the richest player at the end of the game. Who goes first? Each player rolls a number die. Highest roller starts and play moves to the left. And if you land on a space, buy it as you would any other property. So you have sale and vault sale cards. So this is the token piece here. So quite an elaborate little thing. So it seems that this is you roll it and you buy the piece. You have here the dice where you fix everything, and you have the title cards, and of course the stickers for playing the game. So there's a touch of Game of Life to this version. So you can buy every space. You can even buy free parking, the go space, the bank, and even jail. Buy new ways to win. So some sale cards give you the chance to win in a whole new way by owning all the stations, building a hotel, Mayfair, or more. And you can just simply roll the buy dice. So that's an interesting kind of little shake-up. I can't see this working with the Go to Jail expansion, but to be honest with you, they occupy different space on the board. But if we'll open these cards and we'll see what we have. So you have a title deed, just visiting. So you can buy the just visiting space in the prison. That's just comical. So If you own different corners, you earn different aspects of money. So if you rent is 40 for just visiting. If 2 corners are owned, 78. If 3 corners are owned, 120. 4 corners are owned, 300. You can own the go space, the free parking space, the go to jail space. You can own the community chest space, the chance. You can own the super tax. So if you own both tax spaces, you get 200. You get income tax. If any player, including you, rolls a double 3 times in their turn, you win the game immediately. Good lord. Go for the win. If you land and go, you win the game immediately. So this is some of the sale cards. So this will really shake up the game and make it quick. You have the Train Triumph. If you own 4 stations, you win. If you own at least 1 station, 1 corner space, 1 utility, and 1 tax space, you win the game immediately. The Repeat Champ. If you own 2 complete property sets, you win. If you own Mayfair with a hotel, you win. If you own any 8 title deeds, you win the game immediately. So this really speeds up the game. If you own all the houses and hotels, when other players build, they pay you instead of the bank. And when you build, it's free. You've got Gold Hard Hat. You may buy and build houses at any time, even on properties that are not part of a complete set. You own the Buy Die. When you roll, you can change it to any face you want. You own the number 7. When any player, including you, rolls a 7, you move them to any space on the board instead. All the deeds. You own all the title deeds, and when players buy it, they buy it from you. You own the Sale Vault. When players buy sale cards, they pay you instead of the bank. You own the bank. Place your personal cash to the side and keep it separate from the bank. When you pay, use the bank's money. When you collect, put it to your personal cash file. Good lord. Instant auction. Move to the next known property. Auction it off. Free property. Place a free house in any one of your properties. Instant Monopoly. Buy a complete property set. Good lord. Jetpack. Use and place your roll to move to any board space. Deed Grabber. Steal each player's least expensive title deed. All the 50s. You own all the $50 bills. Take them from all other players and from the bank. That's mad. And you have reminders, of course. So again, this is another kind of pure raw open greed version, but again, it comes with a nice little component. And for €12, you know, again, I'm impressed. A lot of interesting things in that. And finally, we have the free parking jackpot. Now, I remember free parking is a rule that I used to play myself because you can, basically, instead of tax, we would put the money into the free parking, and of course, it would turn the game around if players landed on the free parking space. Now, I imagine this is slightly different, but a variation of it. So, opening the box for the very first time, we are greeted with more kind of slots for the board. So again, I can see here that there's spin. So these would kind of go in over the board overlay and would have a whole new turn. We have also a nice, actually this is quite heavy, a nice little gold card piece. So this is nice. I was expecting a cheap kind of thin plastic, but it's kind of, this is metal and it's nicely detailed. Nice little rolls of rice, so that's a nice little surprise. We have the play pieces, of course, and we have a spinner, which is, I imagine, part of the thing. We have another interesting little play piece. We have the card, so again, this is the upgrade. Swap your token for the deal mobile immediately. Any unowned property you land on is free, and you don't have to pay rent. Good lord, the deal mobile, I like it. So we have here the tokens where you can kind of spin. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit so we can have a proper look at them. So yeah, this folds out. So you have a lot of card tokens and a lot of spin tokens, which are the same on both sides. We have the free parking jackpot expansion. So what's different is you pay to the jackpot. Any money you pay to the bank gets paid to the free money parking jackpot instead. Spin for a chance to win. Throughout the game, you'll have chances to spin the free parking spinner for a shot at the jackpot. Free parking bonus cards. Collect free parking bonus cards to cash in all sorts of bonuses and upgrade to the Deal Mobile token. And as you can see here, this goes in the corner. So I suppose if you did want to go absolutely mad, you could fit the Go to Jail expansions on both sides. You could have the Buy Everything one here in the middle, and you have the how do I put it, kind of jackpot here in the corner. So everything would go on the actual original board. So yeah, an interesting kind of deviation of the game. And we have here the actual spinner itself. So yeah, this would slide onto the board. That's your free parking space. land here, take the jackpot deal mobile plus space, and we spin it here to get your cards, and you take 1 card per spin. So we'll open the cards and have a look and see what we have in here. So the first one, of course, is the upgrade. So swap your token for the deal mobile immediately. So, oh, I see. So it alternates among players. That's interesting. So you can steal it from other players. You take a shortcut. Maybe played before or after you roll a move to any property. If unowned, you may buy it. If you pass go, collect 200. So there's a few of those. Hit the brakes. Stop another player's bonus card. May be played out of turn. So you could stop someone stealing your little mobile or taking the property you want. Vroom, add 1 to your movement. Put it in reverse, subtract 1 to the movement. Green light, when you spin a red, you may move the spinner to one of the green spaces next to it instead. Take 2, when you buy a property, you also buy the next unowned property. Spin the free parking spinner. Jackpot, collect the entire free parking jackpot. Free house, build a house for free in any property you own, even if it's not part of a complete set. Take 1 property for free, go green, so again move it to this green space, respin the spinner. Trade in, so swap a property you own with any unowned property, and the reminders. So this is a little bit more straightforward than the other 2. So again, it just kind of makes the free parking aspect fun. So I have to say, I went in this not really knowing much about it, but so far I have to say I am quite impressed. There's a lot of fun in this these 3 expansions for the game, and again, for the price that they are, extremely good value, for especially for the components and the cards that are in it. So we'll have a quick look at the standard Monopoly. I won't go through all of this because it's just your standard Monopoly board, but we'll see if there's anything interesting. So I see here that we have a cat and a dog along with some of the new tokens, and it had Irish place names on the back of the box, so I am curious to see if I did pick up an Irish set. But again, here's the rules on how to play Monopoly, only 4 pages, and you have a little achievement sheet for family game records. We have, to be fair, a nice little sort box, and the I'm actually quite impressed with that. Of course, they've had about nearly 100 years to get the game exactly right. So the title cards are not quite square cards. They're not quite rectangular cards. They're square, but it does have Crumlin. So it is Irish. And of course, we've Shannon Airport here in the back. So again, that's Irish. We have the houses. There doesn't seem to be a terrible amount of houses and hotels. And we have the 2 dice, and we have the player tokens here. We have the cash here, which is the tin paper money with Mr. Monopoly on it. And we have the chance. So sorry, I'm just going to put chance and community cards here, which seems to be thin paper stock. But to be fair now, given the price of this, that's more than reasonable. And the tokens, again, seem to be good quality little tokens. I'm just going to open these. Again, they're heavy. These are good, solid quality tokens. I'm quite surprised at that. So again, kudos to Hasbro, again, for good quality products and a very good quality components in what is essentially a cheap product. So we have the thumb guard for sewing, with the hat. We have the cat, which of course is going to be very popular in my game group. We have the little car. So again, all nice heavy components. We have the pot of gold. I don't know, is this unique to the Irish one or what, but we have the duck. I like that, the duck is nice. We have the penguin, and we have the doggy. So the components are indeed quite nice. And we'll have a look at the board and see what quality the board is. So I'm just going to zoom out for this. Standard square board, nothing unusual about it, just your standard Monopoly board. But again, all the Irish streets, so it's nice to see that they kind of customized it, because I was worried that I was going to pick up one that would be for just a different area. And it's always nice to kind of play Monopoly, because if you went to, I don't know, Henry Street, or if you went to Grafton Street, You can kind of talk about things that you did there. The money itself, I'd say, is very thin paper. I'm just going to have a quick look. Yeah, it's super thin paper, so I mean, it's not going to last forever. So I wouldn't be too rough with the handling of it, but again, you can always kind of, it's just paper money, so you can always either print more or swap it with another component from another game. We have title deeds, which again, I'm surprised they're square. I'm so used to them being kind of rectangular, but no, these are kind of plastic sheeted, so these are a bit more robust. And of course, you have everything here, including electric company. So they didn't localize the electric company. So I mean, that would be the ESB here in Ireland. Waterworks would be Irish Water, not very popular. Busaris, they did update. Dublin Airport, they did update. Houston Station and Shannon Airport. So there is some kind of locality. So, and finally we have the community chest cards. And we'll see, are these just simple paperback, or is there a little bit of a plastic sheet on them? But again, to be fair, I do feel I have gotten my value for money worth here. These are kind of plastic sheeted, so these are a bit more robust than the paper money. So again, that is everything in the Monopoly franchise from Hasbro. And I have to say, so far I'm impressed. I'm going to play a few games of these, and I might even try do one kind of crazy one where we include all the expansions to see what sort of chaos that comes through, and we'll do for a review for ye as soon as we can. As always, if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and until next time, this is Sean from The Lucky Roll, signing off.